Let's bridge over to Alliance United. Now, before bridging over, it's mandatory to follow the checklist. Now, within the checklist, it's going to remind you to reconfirm all the information. So make sure the spelling of the full name of the policyholder is accurate, the phone number, the address matches, and it's verified. And it also matches the address form as well. Your initials, the source. On the driver's section, make sure the date of birth, the gender, the marital status, the driver's license information, either if it's a California or international experience, make sure all that information matches. Make sure the vehicle's information also matches. If the VIN number is there, then everything should match. If the vehicle is being financed, make sure the loss payee is included before you bridge over. And make sure the coverages are selected. So your job is to confirm that all the information matches before you bridge over to Alliance. Now, everything that's on the FSC is going to be transferred over to Alliance. So if everything matches, then you really don't have to do much on the website. So you're going to go to Bridge. You're going to select the Alliance United. The RoboForm information is already going to be there. So all you have to do is just sign in. Now it's going to take you to this select the location. There's only one option. So even if you select the arrow, it's only one option. So just go next. Alliance United is pretty simple. You really don't have to do much, but it's always going to take you to this payment option or payment plan selection. So what you have to do is you're going to have to select, at least for the quoting purposes, so we could confirm the information. Just go to the payment, go to the term, always select a 6-month policy. You're never going to process a 1-month policy. And for the payment plan, just select the installment. So technically this is a direct bill, meaning that the payments are going to be through the mail. And you're going to have to select the primary insured information. Please enter a cell phone. So as soon as you select the term, which is a 6-month policy, payment plan, installment, then just select the please enter the cell phone. It's going to take you to the first page, which is a primary insured option, and just copy the phone number under the cell phone number. Now, technically, Alliance has a system where they automatically submit text messages to the insured just in case their policy is late or if the policy cancels. So they need the information under the cell phone. So it has it right here, electronic payment reminders, text message. So make sure to type in the information, the phone number under the cell phone as well. Ask the customer, make sure that's a cell phone number, and then you're gonna go to rate. Now, by selecting the rate, it's gonna run the driving record, and it's gonna confirm the violation. So if there's any violations, this message is gonna show up. It says message from web page. A driving record activity has been detected. So press OK. Sometimes it's going to automatically take you to the driver's section, the incident page, where it gives you the details of the tickets, violations, accidents, and so on. So in this case, the only activity is a suspension. The license was suspended in 2013, and they actually got their license back in 2017. So after 2017, they have not received any violations. So let's select the rate option to confirm the actual monthly payment. So the monthly payment that they're offering, if you go to the 6-month option under payment, EFT payment plan, this technically means that the EFT payment plan, if you select this, the company offers a monthly payment of $67.85 and submission, which is the minimum that they require, which is $81.72. It's offered only if they use their debit or checking account. So as you can see, I selected the option and it automatically added some notes here. So for EFT payment plan, it takes you back to the first page where you could actually type the routing number and the account number for them to set up their payments to be electronically, or you could choose the credit card, and by confirming the information, you could actually add the information of the credit card. This is technically to set up a customer on EFT. So if the customer is satisfied with the option, you're going to have to go through this process to add either the checking account information or the credit card. So let's set up the installment plan, and let's go back to the rate option. So once again, EFT payment plan, this is the electronic option. Now, if they don't have a checking account or they really don't want to use their checking account, then the option will be $81.72 for submission, which is the same submission, but the monthly payment is $70.85. So as you can see, submission is here, calculated deposit $81.72, and 5 installments of $70.85. Now let me show you what the FSC was showing before we ran the information. Now, if you go back to the FSC and you select the installment under the I, right click on the I, the installment option shows up. It was offering $56 with 51 cents. So technically, the FSC does not offer the rate with the driving record. The FSC just offers a basic quote that we use to offer quotes, but if the customer is ready, it's mandatory to run the information through the website. So in this case, it went from $56.51 to $70 a month, and that's based on the suspension. So any activity, any minor violations, or a suspension technically eliminates the good driver discount. So it always makes a difference of a good $10, $15. Now let me show you a little bit of the pages or the tabs within the Alliance quoting system. Now, if we go to the primary insured information, you really don't have to do much besides adding the phone number here, because everything is transferred over from the FSC to the website. But the information is here, the address. If you go to the driver's information section, you could actually add more drivers, which we really don't add any drivers on the quoting system. If you need to add drivers or add vehicles or change coverages, the best thing is always to go back and make the changes on the FSC and rebridge again. But the information is here. If you select incident, it gives you the details of any violations, tickets, accidents. And if you go to the excluded driver section, it allows you to view any excluded drivers. Now, if you go to the vehicle section, it gives you the information of the vehicles, the VIN number, year, make, and model, and also if the vehicle is being financed. If you select the AILP, which is additional interest loss payee, it would give you the information of the lien holder. Now, if you go to coverages, under the coverages, it's going to give you the coverages per vehicle. So in this case, there's only one vehicle, so it's going to give you the basic liability coverages. You could make changes if you want to add uninsured motorists, for example. You could select the coverages, select the rate, and it's going to recalculate the premium. So now the monthly payment will be $82. Now, if you ever make any changes, such as adding maybe the 10,000 instead of the 5, or uninsured motorist, just make sure to go back to the FSC and actually add those coverages as well, because you're going to bridge over to the HawkSoft and you want to make sure that all the coverages match. So if you go to the policy information page, it's going to take you to the first page that showed up in the beginning. It allows you to switch the payment plan to add EFT or the credit card, and also it allows you to change the effective date. So if the customer wants the policy to be effective on August the 10th, you could actually change the date to make sure that it's effective on the date that the customer is requesting. And then always, any changes, just select the rate option. In this case, it just gave us an error. So let's just rebridge it again. It's going to be the same process. Or actually, let me show you something real fast. If you add the phone number under the cell phone number, it won't ask you the second question, which was to add the cell phone number. That's probably going to be eliminated since it's going to transfer over from the FSC to the website. So you go next. It's going to take you to the policy information page. See, it's no longer here. And also keep in mind that if there's anything in blue, either on the right side or in the bottom, that means that they're not calculating the whole quote. You need to make sure that you answer whatever question is here. So in this case, let's choose a 6-month installment. Let's go next. Since we're rebridging, it's going to take us to the page again. But if you go back to the rating option, now it's going to give us a monthly payment it gave us before, which is $82. This is with the uninsured motorist. Now, the last thing that I want to show you, just in case the customer wanted to pay the policy in full for 6 months, the total premium would be $429. So $429 would be the total premium for 6 months. So if you do the math, it would be $70, $71 instead of the $82. So they saved the billing fee, which is about $10, $11. Now, if they wanted to make the payment in full for the whole year, then you're looking at $830.33. So $833 divided by 12, you're looking at $69 a month. So if they pay it in full, they save the billing fee, which is about $10 to $12. Now, on an approval basis, we may also be able to offer a 3-month policy only with Alliance. So that's a total of $227 divided by 3. You're looking at $75 instead of the $83. So making a paid in full option saves a few dollars a month, and it also eliminates the month-to-month payment, making payments every single month.